Trading family, welcome back to another training video. In this video, I wanted to just give you a really quick tutorial on how to earn 40 pips a day. This is an intraday strategy, super simple, and you're going to love it. I recommend that you back test it. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can also record your observations and just note what you see, but this is pretty consistent and it works. So let's hop right in. You're only looking for two things. You're going to start out on the 4-hour time frame. You can do your analysis on the daily, but really no need to. And what you're going to use is you're going to use two settings or two indicators. So Bollinger Bands and Stochastic. All right. So this is perfect, especially for a trader who may not have as much experience, but maybe you want to start making some income while you continue to learn and sharpen your skills. So if you're not very good with just simple price action, then this is a very reliable strategy that you can use. Okay. So starting out on the 4-hour, you're going to use the Bollinger Band. So on TradingView, you would need to go and add your Bollinger Band and also your Stochastic. Your Bollinger Band settings, I'm just going to show this and I'm going to click on the settings. And these are the settings. So you can see I like to keep my bottom band green or blue or something that's just kind of similar to letting me know that it's the buy zone or I'm buying with this bottom band. So you can see my buy candle is actually white, but I have my actual lower band on another color. So totally up to you, whatever color you want it on. I like to keep my top band on red. So those are my colors. And as you know, if you don't know, with Bollinger Bands, it basically acts as a form of support and resistance. So our top band acts as resistance, our bottom band acts as support. My inputs are the default settings, which is 20, close, 2, and 0. So you can pause this video and make sure that you have the same settings. Click OK. And then you can also keep this hidden when you don't need it. So you see I'm toggling on this little eye right here on my computer screen. I'm just going to click it. I kind of like to leave it hidden until I need it. Now I'm looking at the stochastic. So I'm going to click on the stochastic, click on settings. My settings for stochastic are 5, 3, and 3. And if you click on style, I like my K line to be blue. That's for my buys. My D line is red, which also goes with my sells. So I'm going to click OK. All right. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start out on the 4-hour. So what you want to see is you want to see that price is going in a dominant direction, either to the upside or to the downside. Or you can even trade this with the trend as well. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example for a buy. So you can see here that price is going to the upside. What you want to find is you want to find a level where price hasn't been tested in more than 1 month. So if I look to the left, you can see that price is going up, right? Let me kind of bring my chart together. So I'm going to just go to the daily so that I can see more data. Let me go ahead and make some changes to my screen. And you'll see here, you had a few opportunities to profit. So here you can see, look to the left, you see no price action, but I'm just going to highlight this zone right here because this is a really good one. So if you see that price is in an impulse move, especially to the upside, it can't keep going forever. So you want to spot exactly where it's going to turn around. So I'm just going to extend this out. And then we're going to look left to see exactly why price stopped here. Okay. So let's go to the daily and we're just going to scroll to the left. And now we're going to see exactly why price is stopping here. So as you can see, we don't even need to look too deep into it. But if you look left, it's been more than a month that price has tested this level, right? So you can see that price started to pause here. Look at the last time price was in this zone. Look at this huge wick and look how much is sold off. So if I identify my level and I see that, okay, within a month, price has not tested this level, and then I see that it's showing to show some signs of slowing down, price is slowing down, you want to see that price is slowing down at a level where it hasn't been tested in more than 1 month. So if you look left, you don't see any price action, then you know your first criteria is pretty much met. The second thing you want to do is add your Bollinger Band, and you want to see that price is outside of the Bollinger Band. So you want to have a wick or candle outside of the Bollinger Band, and then you want to wait for the opposite candle to form. So you can see that your red candles finally started to form. And then what you want to do to add confluence, you want to add on your stochastic. So if you can see here, when you add on the stochastic, you can see that if I line this up, you have a stochastic cross here. So you can see where the red line crossed over the blue line and pretty much you went straight into profit. So let's just measure this from the top of this wick to the bottom of this candle here. You can see that that's 35 pips. The next candle, if you would have held it even for 8 to, let's say, 20, let's say 8 to or 16 to 23 hours, just depends on how long you want to hold it, but you would have gotten 56 pips. Okay. But what I find is typically like within an 8-hour period, you can get about 40 to 60 pips. All right. So that's all you're looking for. You're looking for a level that hasn't been tested in more than 1 month. You want to see that you have a candle close outside of the Bollinger Band on the 4 hour, and that also meets up with if you're selling, you want your stochastic to be above the 80 level and you want it to be crossing. So you'll see here that if I click on settings and if I click on style, this is my stochastic, and you'll see that I have my upper band on 80 and my lower band on 20. So I preferably, when I'm selling, I like for price to be above the 80 level and crossing when I'm buying below the 20 level. Let me show you another example and we will look at how to do this with a buy. So I'm going to hide my Bollinger Bands. I'm going to hide the stochastic. And let's say if price was coming down. So you can see this, right? Price is coming down. And the good time to catch this is during New York session or London session. So you can see that price was coming down. And as I see price coming down, I noticed that there's a gap here. So the last time price was in this zone, this is December 6th of 2020. Okay. And if I look left, the last time price was here was in November 10th of 2020, which is interesting, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark this zone, and I'm going to look for price to possibly reverse within this area. Okay. So you can see here and look at all these wicks right here. So even though price is coming down, I'm looking to see for price to possibly reverse somewhere within this area, because the last time it was in this zone, that's exactly what it did. So this should be an area that should attract some buying pressure. After I've identified the area, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have a Bollinger Band confirmation. So I'm going to add the Bollinger Band, and beautiful. You can see that price came down, price closed outside the Bollinger Band. And what did I tell you? The opposite candle forms. The opposite candle starts to form. You want to make sure, just to add some confluence, let's add our stochastic. And here you have a stochastic crossing. Your stochastic is below the 20 level, and you have a beautiful crossover to the upside. And within 8 hours, you would have gained, in the first 4 hours, 48 pips. And in 8 hours, you would have had 94 pips. Isn't that freaking amazing? This is an awesome strategy, very simple, especially for beginners. These are the things we teach in our academy as well, but I always like to provide some type of free content as well to help those who really don't have mentorship, coaching, or can't, afford the resources. But I highly encourage that you invest in yourself. Get with an academy or an education program that, you understand, you can learn from them. But if you want more information on the things that we offer, look at the description in this video. Come and join our Telegram groups and connect with the community. You'll have an awesome time. I hope you like this strategy. Go back test it and let me know your results. We'd love to hear it. Enjoy.